On today's episode of PDubs Arcade Loft, we're going to take a look at some Walmart exclusive Garbage Pail Kids and WWE crossover figures that I recently received. Let's check them out. Alright dudes, we are back, and these are 3.8-inch figures on bases. These are made with high-quality ABS and PVC, and these are Walmart exclusives. Go for about $16, $17 a piece. I'll have links in the video description below if you've been following my channel, my podcast, my live streams. You guys know how much I absolutely loved the Garbage Pail Kids as well as professional wrestling growing up, so these hit home. Now, although these come in colorful packaging made to look like 3D versions of Garbage Pail Kid trading cards, I definitely want to open these and have these on my shelf. First figure to look at here is Seething Steve, a good play on Stone Cold Steve Austin. And, you know, with this guy in his particular pose, he's cracking open a cold one, spilling it all over himself. And if you want mercy, go to church because Austin 316 is here for you. Take a look at this guy. Absolutely love the design on here. Love the vest, love the typical Garbage Pail Kid, fat cheek face, chubby cheek face, and obnoxious character dynamic. This guy looks super, super awesome. He can't come off his base, as well as they have the kind of a background diorama piece that you can kind of stick right there as well, give it a little 3D look, and that's the bottom line. The next one we have here, Garbage Pail Kid WWE crossover, is Gigantic Andre. Gigantic Andre on his particular base does have a little bit of a skyline background. The goal, of course, here is to say, check him out as he towers over the city. Take a look at him stomping on the ring because, you know, Andre the Giant, one of the biggest and obviously one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Absolutely love that they got his hair right. And, of course, your chubby cheek Garbage Pail Kid face. Everything about this figure screams awesomeness. Love the pose he's in. Super, super cool. Not even the ring could contain this titan. I remember growing up as a kid, Andre the Giant was one of my favorites of all time, and who couldn't forget when Hogan slammed him at WrestleMania? Oh man, what a moment. What a moment. And of course, you can, you know, take the figures on and off the bases if you want. I'm obviously just going to keep them on the bases and have these on display on one of my shelves in my game room. Very, very cool. Alright, the next WWE legend with a Garbage Pail Kid twist is the Unraveled Warrior. Nice little play on the Ultimate Warrior. And on his particular stand, I noticed the stick here is a little flimsy, although you can get the character on and off, whereas the first two characters, they're attached with their feet to the base. This guy, it's supposed to be like he's jumping in air, so you got to be careful with that stick there. But minus that one little feature, everything else is super cool. The ABS and the PVC are all great. Love the unraveling of the stuff going around his arms and everything like that. I mean, this guy, the power of the warrior will always prevail, right? And this guy looks super, super cool. Again, love the face paint, love the hair, love the costumes. They did such a good job on the costumes on these characters. These things are fantastic. Absolutely love them. And then, of course, when you slide in the base on the back of this guy, you're going to get a nice little 3D of him, like, jumping through the air on the ring. Pretty cool, nice effect there that they did. Really like this guy. And you know I had to save my personal favorite for last. If you've been following my channel, you know all about Macho Dubs, which means when it comes to Randy Savage, my favorite professional wrestler of all time, seeing that they made this Savage Randy Garbage Pail Kids crossover with the absolute perfect costume and coloring, and even with the bright red cheeks, because, you know, Macho Man was always screaming. He was always turning red during his promos. Oh, yeah! Written on the sign. Too hot to handle and too cold to hold. Randy Savage is here, and this figure is absolutely awesome. And just like the Ultimate Warrior figure, or Unraveled Warrior, the base is like he's flying through the air once again, so that's why he doesn't have his feet mounted to the base. Got to be a little careful with that stick there, in my opinion. I think that's the only weak spot on these particular models, on these figures. Minus that, everything else is pretty good quality. Really digging these. Dig it! Oh, yeah! Absolutely love this guy. He's my favorite, and when you put in the diorama background, gives you the impression that Savage Randy has burst through the brick wall and he's coming to get ya. Fantastic. My absolute favorite one out of all of them. He looks super cool. Now, so far in this series, they only have these 4 available. Will more different ones become available in the future? I have no clue. I guess it depends on the success of these initial figures. If you're interested in ordering them, I'll have the Walmart listings for each individual figure in the video description below. I absolutely love these. I think these are great, especially because I love Garbage Pail Kids and I love professional wrestling, so these definitely hit home for me. Definitely want to hear your honest opinions and feedback. Make sure you leave those for me in the comments section of the video. And if you enjoyed the review, give me a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, guys, thank you for subscribing.